Subscribe to my Pen Infomedia YouTube channel to watch the documentaries and click on the bell icon for latest updates. When Islam began taking root in Iraq, a military presence was required to secure its boundaries, and this need gave birth to the city of Kufa. Established in 17 Hijri, the place was initially known as Hadd al-Azra. In the course of time, it became one of the most important and strategic cities in the history of Islam. The most important site in Kufa is the Great Mosque of Kufa, or Masjid al Kufa, one of the 4 places on earth where the units of namaz are not reduced due to travel. The other 3 places are the sanctuary of the Holy Kaaba in Mecca, Masjid al-Nabawi, or the Mosque of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that also houses his tomb in Medina, and in the burial chamber under the golden dome of the holy shrine of Imam Hussain in Karbala. This is not a film about Masjid al Kufa, but I will talk about its brief history and significance, for it will help throw light on the status as well as tragedy of the great lady who is the subject of this documentary. According to Imam Jafar as-Sadiq Masjid al Kufa was first built by Prophet Adam himself after he was sent to earth, and that 12 miles of land from each side is blessed. Hence, the place has held religious and historical significance for thousands of years. Various markers signify the stations where prophets and later imams in their times performed worship. In all, 12,000 prophets are said to have worshipped in this mosque. Let's begin from Maqam Adam, or the station of Prophet Adam, the place where he cried seeking redemption and was thus forgiven by God and reunited with Bibi Hawa. An ablution fountain has been built in the courtyard, marking the very spot from where the great flood of Prophet Noah began. He even built his ark in the vicinity of this mosque. Maqam Ibrahim, or the station of Prophet Abraham, where he was known to worship. Among the stations of the prophets, the most revered is Maqam Nabi Muhammad, or the station of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his holy progeny. On the night of Miraj, he was brought to Masjid al Kufa by the Archangel Gabriel, and he offered 2 units of salat at this very spot. There is a station dedicated to Gabriel as well, known as Maqam Jibril. Masjid al Kufa also houses 3 important tombs. Under the golden dome rests Muslim bin Aqil, the cousin and envoy of Imam Hussain to the people of Kufa, who was killed by the tyrant governor Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. Close to him rests the valiant Mukhtar al-Saqafi, the avenger who brought the killers of Imam Hussain to justice. Not too far and under the green dome rests Hani bin Urwa, a supporter and companion of Muslim bin Aqil in Kufa, also killed by Ibn Ziyad. Close to the entrance of Muslim bin Aqil is Maqam Imam Jafar as-Sadiq. The Imam is known to have taught 4,000 students from this station. When Imam Ali ascended the pulpit of caliphate, he made Kufa his capital and governed the Muslim state from Masjid al Kufa. His house or Bait Ali is located adjacent to the mosque and is thronged by devotees throughout the year. Now pay attention, for the following markers are extremely important to the context of this documentary. In the courtyard is Maqam Dakkat al-Qaza, or the station of justice. It was from here that Imam Ali passed judgments in various cases of his time. Just meters away is Maqam Baitul Tasht, or the station of the water container. It is a reminder of a remarkable judgment passed by Imam Ali alayhi salam in favor of a young girl who was wrongly accused of committing adultery. Maqam Khizr marks the place where Prophet Khizr met Imam Ali alayhi salam and kissed his forehead. He is a prophet who is still alive among the people of the earth and will reappear with Imam Mahdi alayhi salam. Maqam Nafilatul Amirul Mumineen marks the location where Imam Ali alayhi salam often offered his Salatul Layl or the night prayers. The most important and heartbreaking station in Masjid al Kufa is Mihrab-e-Ali, the arch under which Imam Ali alayhi salam was fatally struck with a poisoned sword by Ibn Muljim while he was in a state of prostration during his morning prayers on the 19th of the holy month of Ramazan in the year 40 Hijri. And within the same chamber are the stations of Prophet Noah and Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, where he was seen praying humbly to God. Today I will talk about the daughter of Imam Ali alayhi salam, who is buried closest to the site of his martyrdom. For the 25th documentary of the Lost Legend series and my first in Kufa, I take you to the shrine of Bibi Khadija binte Ali, peace be upon her. It is located right opposite Baab al Sobaan gate of Masjid al Kufa. Several of the viewers may already have visited her before. The purpose of this documentary though is to throw light on her life and journey. Born in the year 37 Hijri, Bibi Khadija salamul alayha was one of the youngest daughters of Imam Ali alayhi salam. She was only 4 years old when she became an orphan, being 34 years younger to Imam Hassan alayhi salam and Imam Hussain alayhi salam. They brought her up like their daughter, and she loved and looked up to them like her father. When it comes to the sisters of Imam Hussain alayhi salam who accompanied him to Karbala, the names most commonly mentioned, and rightly so, are Bibi Zainab and Bibi Kulsum, no doubt being the daughters of Bibi Fatima, peace be upon them. They had a greater role and a bigger responsibility in the mission of their brother. However, there were other sisters too who accompanied Imam Hussain alayhi salam to Karbala, like Bibi Fatima binte Ali, Bibi Ruqayya, Bibi Hani, Bibi Hassan, Bibi Zainab al-Sughra and Bibi Khadija, peace be upon them. Bibi Khadija was married to Janabe Abdul Rahman, son of Janabe Aqil, the elder brother of Imam Ali alayhi salam. She had 2 small sons, Muhammad and Saeed, and a little daughter named Bibi Nafisa. Tragically, all of them were killed in and after the Battle of Karbala. While her husband was martyred defending Imam Hussain alayhi salam in the battlefield, killed by Umru bin Khalid, her sons were found dead at night after the battle, hugging with marks of hooves all over their body. Her little daughter, Bibi Nafisa, like other children of the family, died in the harsh prisons of Damascus, Syria. As if all the bloodshed and killing of Imam Hussain alayhi salam was not enough for the army of Yazid, they took all the women and children of the Prophet's household captive, snatched away their veils, paraded them from city to city, and left no stone unturned to oppress and humiliate them. They were first brought as prisoners to Kufa to the governor Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad before being sent off to Damascus to the palace of the accursed Caliph Yazid. Do you know what was the state of Bibi Khadija when she was brought to Kufa as captive? Keep in mind that this is the city that was ruled by her father, and behind me is the mosque from where he governed his state, and perhaps you may understand her emotional state and psychological trauma. Sahel ibn Saad Saidawi says that she was made to sit on the naked back of a camel. Her legs were tied to the camel's belly with blood dripping on the ground. Her head was bent on the hump out of torture, fatigue and humiliation. She was wounded and panting with thirst and pain. He asked her who she was. She replied, "I am Khadija, daughter of Ali ibn Abi Talib." And then she burst into tears and cried inconsolably. As soon as she caught sight of Masjid al Kufa, she fell on the ground and died. The date was 15th Muharram 61 Hijri, and Bibi Khadija was only 24 years of age. Sibte Jawzi narrates that she is the first of the captives to die in the treacherous journey. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam buried her in the space that was part of the shop of Misam-e Tamar, a close companion of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Contrary to popular belief, Bibi Khadija is not the daughter of Bibi Baneen. Rather, she was born to Bibi Mahiyat, another wife of Imam Ali, peace be upon them. Bibi Khadija was known as a very brave daughter of Imam Ali alayhi salam, but even for her, the grief was too much to bear. How aptly the great Urdu poet Mir Anis has said, "वो जिसके घर को बनाया था हक ने खाना फैज, उसी की आल को खिलकत ने दर बदर देखा." According to narrations, 2 units of namaz in Masjid al Kufa is equal to 1,000 units elsewhere, and praying one's obligatory namaz here is equal to an accepted Hajj. It is noteworthy that after his reappearance, Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, who will create a world state, will make Kufa his capital like his forefather Imam Ali alayhi salam and govern the globe from Masjid al Kufa. I have spoken of various attributes about Masjid al Kufa. To tell the viewers this one attribute about Bibi Khadija binte Ali, peace be upon her. The great scholar Allama Majlisi says in Tuhfatul Zair that the one who performs a ziyarat of Masjid al Kufa and does not visit the shrine of Bibi Khadija binte Ali, it is as though he has not done the ziyarat at all. When Imam Hussain alayhi salam was leaving for the battlefield and came to bid farewell to the ladies, Bibi Khadija put her arms around him for long and recited an elegy. She said, "Brother, you are not just a brother, but a father who is a shield. On whom do we helpless count as you leave for the battlefield? After Ali and Hassan, we but rely on you. Till the pangs of death, we shall now cry on you. Winds of tyranny have hit Noah's ark. How shall we live in a world so dark? The sun of religion will set but soon. How shall we walk on a night with no moon? Salam, Ya Hussain."